So hi everyone, we've got a lot of things going on coming up in the next few weeks and few months. So the big thing is that the studio has been reset for doing some recording sessions. I'm going to be putting out 3 new singles over the course of the summer. And for those of you who have attended some of my recent live shows, yes, The Last Elephant will be one of those singles I will be releasing very soon. So you'll finally get that recording of it you've been asking for. Along with that, I'm also working on a bigger collaborative project. And I've got some possible really good news about that, but that'll be in the next video when we get that actually confirmed, and I'll let you know what that all is. But the other things that are going on are improvements to my live performance rig. I've got a brand new sample set to run in Hotverk, and that's the software program that's a pipe organ emulator that I use to make the sounds for my original music in my live performances. So what I'm doing right now is getting that new sample set all set up the way I want it. There's a lot of options, like which division goes to which MIDI channel, which audio channel, all of those kinds of things. So I got to get all of that set up, and we're getting that all lined up, and then it needs to be, the audio channels are figured out here in the RC600. This is my loop station to create the layered rhythmic effects that are a big part of my original music. It's also the audio interface for the computer, so all the sounds that are generated by the computer are come out of the RC600. I can also input external additional sound making equipment. Right now all of that's going into just a little mixer that I'm using as a headphone amp. I've got one of my keyboards over here plugged into it so I can do some tests. The other thing I'm going to be doing with these improvements is I'm going to incorporate this set of X keys. My friend Scott turned me onto these on a proper, like a pipe organ when I'm playing at a regular console. Underneath, you can kind of see it here, underneath the keyboard there's these little buttons, and those are presets, combinations of stops that come up all as one big group. And in Hotverk we can use these X keys to do that. Hotverk also has, among several ways of doing a combination set or various presets, they have this setup called a stepper, and with just a few buttons you can access 1,000 different presets. The way I was doing it before was a little more cumbersome. I would change over on the Studio Logic keyboard, I would change the setup and have it send a program change into Hotverk to change the preset. The end result of that was that I had to have 70 different setups in the keyboard in order to have all of the stop changes that I needed to facilitate. So all in all, this is going to really simplify the live performance rig and make it a little less cumbersome and a little more conventional in its operation. The new sample set has a wider variety of sounds. I can now eliminate the C200 from the live performance rig, which was really kind of a weird complication because I had both keyboards playing Hotverk, but only one keyboard could control the Hotverk, and then I had to remember to simultaneously hit presets that were different on the C200. The C200 is a great tool for making recordings, but at least in this context, not a fantastic live music tool. Now, the other projects that are going on this summer, I still have need for a conventional organ to practice on, and I'm going to convert my Rogers 33E, here's a still shot of the 33E, to run Hotverk. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use these DTS encoders. Now, all of that will, again, run Hotverk right off of the little computer here, but more in a conventional system. So that's what we've got going over the next weeks and months. 3 new singles, The Last Elephant, Aurora Borealis, and Eclipse. I've got a big collaborative project I'm going to be doing with a choir and a filmmaker, and we're waiting for official word on the funding for that. So hopefully in the next update video I'll be able to let you know what's going on there. Improvements to the live rig for future live performances, upgrades to a conventional organ for practice purposes, and other little miscellaneous things here and there. The next videos I'm going to upload on my YouTube channel are going to be some highlights from my 2024 Rogue Festival performance. My good friend Grant Knudsen was nice enough to film that, and I've got a whole bunch of footage to go through and put together, and I'll pick 3 or 4 of the songs that I did and put those together, including, of course, my stellar collaborative performance with Francine the Cat. So look forward to that. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.